Okay guys, we're back on the olds today. We're working on the 10 bolt, 8.5. The 442 and the Grand National share the 8.5 inch ring gear. I think the ratios are different. This has got a 373 in it. So we already, I got the lugs ready to come off this tire. We'll pull the tire. And then we're going to go right after those control arms. We're going to be upgrading to a Ford 9-inch with the housing and bigger spline axles and all the good stuff. So we'll break the shocks off. We'll pull the lowers, and then we'll pull the upper arms right up there on the top of the pumpkin. You can't see it yet, but I'll show it to you when we get there. I have the brake line pinched. They're not undone yet, so that won't leak all over the place, hopefully. So I think I have enough tools laid out so we can do something. And pull that wheel and we'll get going. All right. All right, tire is off. All right, guys, so we'll go after this one here, this lower arm, so you guys can see me. Yeah, the lower arm. We can come right through the outside. As long as you have good body mounts, you can usually reach it pretty decently. You grab a gun. We got lights blinking already. Okay, the nut came off. I think we're gonna lose our light, guys. The nut doesn't want to come out. Everything wants to fight. Always. Okay, so that's one. Let's see if that stud will. Oh, it already started backing out. I don't want that to back out too far, I don't think. Because I want that to hold. I don't want this thing to just come crashing down. Hopefully that's still in there enough. Okay, we will go to lose the extension. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Pull this lower shock mount. Hopefully it doesn't spin out, it just comes off. And now we do need the extension. And we'll take stuff off and put stuff back on. That's what we'll do. Alright, there's another one. Another one bites the dust, guys. Still a washer on there. Okay, so now we're going to go after this. We have the lower control arm undone up there, so hopefully that stays with it. And then the shock is undone on the opposite side. Now we'll move to the top of this pumpkin. And we'll zip those two out next. Well, hopefully we will. I don't know about this one. Doesn't look good. Let's do something a little different on that one. Alright, a little swivel action. Can't get on this side, huh? Might need a deeper socket for this side. Or a wrench. Something. Something. Why do I have the wrong size? Why do I have the wrong size? I think I need a deeper socket. Of course I do. Need a deeper socket. Every time I try to lay this out so we don't have to dig for stuff. We have to dig for stuff. Let's try it again. Spinning. It's not stuck in the bushing, which is good. that time, guys. And that one's coming right out of the bushing. See that? That's what I like. Love it. And then it eats the socket. Okay. I want to leave that sticking in there because I don't want everything just falling off. Yeah. I've got brake lines holding this up. Now we have got the brake hose to contend with. Okay, there's that. All right, here we go. This is why I love non-rusty cars. Okay, so those are going to come out of there, no problem. And now we are going to grab the bottom. Which I don't know if you guys can see that. Let me move you. You cannot see that. We're going after that next lower control arm right over here. I'll bring you guys to the outside. You probably can't see nothing. So this hole, you can go right through this hole and get right on there. Like if your body mounts are all collapsed out, then you're probably not going to get enough angle because it's just barely making it now. Gotta find the thing. Now you guys are in the way. Right there. Too deep. Okay, that's that one and that's that one. Let's see if we can whip it out. Okay, we got it. Got our nut. All right, so in theory, I don't know if that's just going to back out of there. Feels like it's going to back right out of there. You got me out. I don't feel the bolt, so it must be still. That's one thing that's, oh, I think I covered the hole with the lift. No, I didn't. I don't want to reach in there. So we might have to just drive those in or just keep spinning them as we go. Figure out where we're at. Shit down. Okay, let me move you guys in here for a second. Now, so technically, oh no, we're not done yet. We're gonna zip this shock off and move you around. All right, it's right there. We're gonna take this one off next. Hopefully it don't spin out again. Hopefully it just comes off like the other one did. Yep. Let's see. Hopefully that comes right off of there. Yep. Okay, we got a nut off. Still have two lock washers up in there that we're gonna have to get. There, we got that one. There's still one sitting on the other side. So that's hanging on those shocks right now. And then I'll bring over the tranny jack and I'll get us set up somehow to hold this thing. Once the tranny jack's under it, we'll strap it or do whatever to hold it. We'll take it down. And then we just got this brake line situation right here, which I don't think you guys can see. Maybe you can. All right, so the vice grips are clamping it off. And then right there is the junction, the T and the two lines. So I'll take that off next. I'm gonna pause this for a minute. We got the the, yeah, blah, 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 blah. The U-bolts for the U-joint. So those are already loose up, and I'm probably just going to slide that shaft forward. I think it'll sit up there on the exhaust, in that crossover in the exhaust. So hopefully it'll just sit right there, and we won't have to pull it. All right, guys, I'm going to pause you. Let me get that brake lining, and we'll get a little setup going here, and I'll bring you back. All right, guys, we're going to pull the shock off. We kind of got super sketch here. I think it's going to be okay. We'll pull these shocks out, move them out of the way. Try to lower this down, see if I can get these springs out and see how bad it feels before we pull any bolts like all the way out. That spring's gonna come out. That one's gonna come out. Let's get that one first, I guess. Okay, original springs. There we go, there's our spring. We did pull that sway bar out, that just came right out, those 4 bolts. No problems there. I wonder if it's because it's wicked sketchy the spring don't want to come out, or is it just, I guess it ain't too bad. Feels kind of alright, I guess. Yeah, that's alright. If it'll balance there, we'll be good to go. Alright, let's see. Let's jack up a little bit. The dry shaft did end up just sitting there, no problem. It's laying on the exhaust. If we can get to a spot where like these are unloaded, that would be perfect. Probably not going to happen. I don't know how much we would have to jack it up. Maybe we should just try to spin them. Oh, wait a minute. There we go. Now, is that just going to tighten up this side? I'm waiting for the whole thing to come crashing down. Get out of there. Alright, now, this is where I was a little bit, I don't know how I'm going to get them long ones out of there. Unless we can just like spin it with the gun and it'll just maybe back up. Or we should maybe just pull it right here. Kind of leaning that way. Okay guys, I don't know where I lost you, but we got the bolts. I'm going to go get a pry bar and we're going to pry them out. I don't know why I'm having trouble with the camera tonight. But we'll pry that out and see how sketchy it gets. Hopefully that thing just comes out of there and doesn't get all wobbly and turn into a mess. Alright guys, we got the pry bar. We're going to try it. See what happens. Hopefully. Oh yeah. It seems alright. Oop, that one just, ooh, they both fell out. Wow, those are nice. And those are already loose, I think. Let's try dropping it and see what we got. Oh, guys, I forgot the e-brake cables. Dang. Dang. All right, guys, hold on. Let me go mess with some e-brake cables. I don't really want to chop those because they do actually work. And I don't know if I'm going to need some of that to convert to the Ford Explorer stuff. I'll bring you back. Alright guys, I think we're ready to come down now. We had to sacrifice the cables. When I pulled down on the cable to release it, you can see where the vice grips are hanging. Up there. Right there. There's a little clip that hooks together. It's like a barrel. When I pulled that down to release it, it pulled the cable and then they weren't releasing, so the cables were getting stuck. But I never used the e-brake anyway, but that's probably why they were getting stuck. It was never used. Alright guys, we're going to try to lower this down. See what we get. Let's see what we get. Hopefully it doesn't rock and roll right off of there. Let's move you guys down a little. Back you up. Here we go. Let's see if we can drop that thing down. Seems like okay. The sketchiness is just right. I think it's perfect. Oh yeah. Look at that. Huh? See, buddy, 8.5. It is out. And will be put up for sale soon. That's a 373 posi in there. It's the factory deal. It's like the Grand National. But it's got 373 instead of whatever National had. I think National had 342. I'm going to leave that right there until I get some help, maybe. Push it up. All right. Perfect. So now we'll get these out of here. And we'll get the bottom ones off. And we'll put on. And then I'll bring you back and I'll show you all the new stuff. But tonight, I'm calling it a night. See ya. Okay, guys, here we go. So we got a Ford 9-inch housing. We got some UMI lengths. So we're going to replace our stamped steel, the original stamped steels. Supposedly these have a lot of deflection, which was what made the dashboard rattle out of the car. We'll see. I was just going to hammer a pipe in here and do a wicked hack. Just hammer that size pipe in there and weld it up and make them stiffer, and then just box the ends in. But those UMIs came up relatively cheap. Well, not cheap, but you know, kind of budget friendly. So we had to get them. And there's our center section right there. And we have Ford Explorer disc brakes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull all this stuff down. I'll get all the new links in. So we're just going to pull the bolt that's holding that in there. We'll set all the new links in. And then I'll set the third member in that. I'll bring you guys back for setting that in. So we did get the gasket for it. We'll put the gasket on there. A little bit of RTV on each stud, because I don't use copper washers anymore. I don't know if that'll leak through the stud. It probably won't, but we'll do it anyway. And then we'll get that set in, and then we'll get it. We're already on the transmission jack, and Ray's ready to go. Ray, you ready? Ray's just gonna sniff the jack. Ray, are you ready? Ray, are you ready? Come on, buddy, tell me. What are you doing? Are you ready? Elisa, you ready? You ready, bud? All right. They're ready. So we're going to get it going. I'll bring you guys back. Okay, guys. So what we did was we took a measurement. And we just took it from the outside of this one to the inside of that one. That'll give you center to center. These were 19 1/4 and 19 and 5/16. 16th was short on the driver's side. So we just laid our new one, did the same measurement. And that was pretty much it. These things still have factory grease on them. Where are you? You probably can't see anything. It's dark in here. Yeah, the factory grease. Alright guys, we're going to jack this up into place. See how it goes. We got our UMI ends on. Everything is loose. We're going to jack it up. We'll get the top two hung and then the bottom two on. And then we'll try to set those springs in there, and we'll try to get it back on the shock mounts. I don't know if those will get stuck underneath or not. Maybe, maybe not. It looks almost high enough. I think that's high enough. Go a little bit more. We look really crooked in there. So, see if we can slide that over a little. These are our bolts. I know when they're right. Must be off on the angle of everything here. Fuck. Huh. Way off, guys. Way off. Can't be that far off. Oh, that's how. That's how we can be that far off. I don't know which way we gotta go to get these to go through. I think it'll be a lot easier once we're located. So, I'll try to get the bottom ones on too. The bottom one. See if we can get the other bottom one on. That's going in pretty easy, guys. Thing's going right in. It's in the wrong way. Come the other way. Okay, that's in. That's in. These should be in. There was left. Nope, they're in now too. Well, that one is. All right, cool. Throw a couple nuts on those ones. Make sure we don't lose too much. Okay, now we should be able to drop down, set those coil springs in. Let's hope. Let's see why not. So far, so good. Okay, we're not really on the jack anymore. That shock got torn out. Well, that's pretty low. Put our other spring in. I might want to take that light out of there now. Look, it's stuck. I don't know how much you guys can see now, but probably none. Put this one in. Alright, we're down pretty low. Alright, let's fix that side up, make sure we're good over there. Okay. Now we should be able to go up high enough to just stick these in that hole and they'll hang it. Okay. Not quite on this side. We'll get a couple nuts on those. Those had lock washers also. Okay, that's that one. And that's that one. Right, guys, well that's that. We're all in. I'll bring you guys back. I'll bring you guys back for some brake stuff and some axles. We'll see how we're looking on everything else. Drop this sucker down, get rid of that transmission jack. Looks pretty good, guys. Okay, guys, here we are on this thing again. All the links are tight. We got the sway bar back on. The sway bar does kind of hit this. We'll see. Because I did the jacking pad deal. I wouldn't do that again because it kind of, you can get at that drain plug, but it might make it like difficult. So I don't know if that was a good idea yet. I think that's going to be an issue later. I did pull the springs back out. All the top mounts are back on. So I pulled the springs. So we're just gonna jack this rear end up to ride height, so we can get the ride height on the, you know, the ride height. So I'm gonna do that because this shaft is kinda, I'd like that to be less. So when it goes to ride height, it does, this goes in, but it's still going in. It's only going in like maybe 3/4. It's kind of a lot. It's like, I know it doesn't look terrible, but it's, and this thing is ridiculously long, but I haven't pulled it to see if the splines go all the way to the end in there. They think they do, but I kind of want that back to the, you know, get it at ride height, pull it out like 3/4, remeasure the drive shaft. I think it's going to have to go like an inch more, maybe 1.25 inches. So we're going to do that, and I'm going to call this a video, and then I'll bring you back for, I guess, like a part 2. Because I ain't going to be able to get back out here for a while. We got some other projects going on. But yeah, that's it. There's our exhaust off. And then we'll do, we'll jam the brakes on, put the axles in, get the springs on. And then we're going to do the front. I'm going to get into the front too. We're going to do a disc brake upgrade in the front. I mean, it has disc brakes, but it's going to get, I think it's a dual piston caliper. It's all GM stuff. It's wicked cheap. All right, guys. Like, share, subscribe. See ya.